Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we have roller coasters, and up until the previous video all of the roller coasters we had were grand, but then we had the headache double plus, which well, as you can see, is anything but grand, and we are already really eking up to the limit of what we can do with this coaster over here. So yeah, you know, I think in the end, what it will probably be is like all the coasters minus one will be grand. And that is the headache double plus. Ooh, the long bathhouse has actually pretty decent ratings. And I hadn't checked those before we started construction. And this is also not bad. Nice. Alright, let's actually do like a quick vandalism check. And also a pricing check thereafter. Ooh, I see something that needs fixing. Look, it is fixed now. Is there anything else though? Doesn't seem to me that things are out of control. No, it looks good. Is this? No, that's actually just a light post. I thought for a moment that this looked like a destroyed trash can, but it wasn't. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Hold on, call the emergency, call 912 or whatever it's called. My goodness, that's bad. Wow. Oh my, that's bad. Yeah, the rest is okay, but man. Let's also do like a quick pricing check, because I see stuff like, oh, that's the long bathhouse. I see stuff like Poor Joy's Asylum. I think this needs its pricing adjusted. So let's do that, and let's see till what point we need to lower this to get it right. Yeah, look, see, $2 is good enough already. This is still attracting folks. Same for you and you and you and ooh, look, this is another thing. Yeah, this. No, I'm not entirely sure that I will be even able to. Yeah, Aquanox. So you also need your pricing adjusted. Let's lower you to like $2 too. Yeah, that does the trick. That does it. Nice. Now I do believe that the rest is all still good. So there's no need to fix anymore. Nice. Okay. Back to the regular view. What we need to do, guys, and oh, how could I miss this out? Really? This also needs its pricing adjusted. How could I miss this, really? I mean, it was rather obvious there, you know, with everything in view again, then I all of a sudden notice it. I don't know how that works out, but it happens like that. Anyway, what we should do next, because in terms of like coasters and whatnot, you know, ooh, one thing, did we? We have 30 seconds, and this is 4 minutes and 1 second for the whole ride. With 12 boats, that means that basically we have like 240 seconds. Divided by 12 means 20 seconds per thingy. There, we'll go with one extra, you know, just as a margin, but that will severely increase the income per hour by a third, so. Yeah, you know, there's that. Anyway, what I think we should do is think a little bit about. Oh, we got a bobsled coaster. We might build that. That's nice. But we should think a little bit about what we're gonna do here in this area, because we have this huge area, and in theory, we should build our next coaster over here, which I do intend to do that. You know, I kind of do want to fill up the whole park with the 10 coasters that we have to build. But if we're truly gonna do that, then we don't really have much to fill up this bit with. Now, mind you, we have a few water rides, and I think they should play a key role here. This should probably go over here, you know, in like a nice fashion with like lots of fancy track design and whatnot. So that's one thing. And then maybe what we can do is this over here. Now maybe just on top of the hillside. Or maybe even like this here. But it's a bit difficult because we need it to be somewhat close to the path here, else we're gonna run into issues with hooking the queue up because you can't have it be too long. So the main conclusion is if we build this here, it has to be over here with the station to have a decent queue size, and therefore we're kind of forced to. Well, we can do something with that, but what we should also do is just get something over here as well. We need to add a few more rides. What about a ship? Ship is a bit lame. Let's go with this one, you know, the Garvitron. I think the Garvitron is excellent. Now, how exactly does this go? And are we able, just out of curiosity, to... Yeah, we can fit that. I don't want to fit it over there, so... I want to fit this over here. Okay. I'm a little bit surprised that it works like that, but okay. You know, I mean, if it works, it works. And then... Yeah, I like that. Right, that's the way we're gonna do it. The Garvitron. Snuggled in, like right below the coaster track, you know? Who would have thought that it would give in this easy? As if it was a struggle in the first place. Now, another thing we need to keep in mind is that this does kind of require its own handy dude, does it not? No, it doesn't. We can get away with this handy dude also taking that into account. Yeah, that should keep everything clean. And you know what? Let's... no, I don't want... no. Right, okay. We will not do an extra guide. For a moment there, I contemplated it, but I was like, no. And it's not like we've secretly built it already somewhere and I have forgotten. No, that's absolutely not the case. Good. So the Garvitron then is a thing that we will feature. Yeah, $2. I almost opened it, but I was in time here. And open Garvitron number 1. And the wooden reverser roller coaster, isn't that like this one? Yeah, it is. Alright, so that doesn't even count for like a thing that we're gonna build. Alright. Garvitron number 1 though is gonna be changed into the why don't we call this the Southern Polaxis. Southern Polaxis. For coloring, yeah, no, there's no way we're gonna stick with the quads. That's a no-go. What we can do though is maybe like just a general, and then white with yellow base, and we can also have this be red. So it would just be red, yellow, and white, which is really in style with like the Roman coloring. You know, quite like that. Oh, that's good. Alrighty, so we have like one right there. There's not really a possibility to build anything else over here, so we won't. We also have a gentle ride there. So let us worry about that water ride that we were just talking about, because I see that our money's going up, and that basically tells me, okay, we need to spend it. And spending it we will. What if we open up the new park section till about over here? Yeah, that seems like a good plan. So we'll go there. And then that basically means that this one can be removed. Nice. Mind you, I'm fully well aware of the implications of what we just did. That means like build shops and stalls like now. Yeah, there's no delaying this. Also, we might run into pathing issues, and if that happens, what we can do is maybe move a pathway over there to the innards. If we do run into pathing issues, that is a solution, but we'll see. You know, I first want to see if we run into pathing issues. I'm not just gonna preemptively build all that path infrastructure, you know. I mean, well, if we do get the messages like, help, I'm lost, you know, that's a telltale sign for me, but I will wait for those messages to appear before I do anything. Though most of the times you can actually see it by the guests more or less piling up on a certain area. So we can spot it before the messages arrive. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is needed over there because toilets are like crucial. Furthermore, I want a drinks thingy. Go and demolish your teeth, my sweet pixel guest. Drink that sugary sweetness that you can also use to clean chrome with and whatnot. There. Right. And then we should also get like more stuff down here. Because over here the guests are in like quite deep. So they'll probably need at least a little bit of going to the loo and whatnot. And then maybe like a popcorn thingy there. Yeah, good enough for me. Right, let's get this water ride in here. So as for the station, what we can do here is it's also a way for us to hook it up here, but there's already no, there isn't. This is an exit path, so we won't do that. We won't burden that pathway with unnecessary connections and whatnot. I want like just the one loop around the park, you know, in terms of like how the infrastructure will run. I don't want like side branches and whatnot. So let's see. And if we go like this, it seems like a clever way of doing stuff, but is it? Yeah, this seems good. Alright. Alrighty. Now, as for like this ride, I figured I want this to be like over here, but that's gonna give such a long queue. We're gonna do it anyway. Let's move this whole thing over on this line of tiles. Now, I'm fully well aware of the implications on the queue time, so I already have calculated in the budget, just now, that we're gonna have entertainers. You know, this has been decided unanimously by the board of tycoons for this park. Wait a second, can't we? We're actually like one off. So again, back to the drawing board. And this time over here. So that now there's also no tree left standing. That's okay there. We'll probably, you know, if we didn't remove it like right now, we would probably have needed to remove it for other purposes anyways. So. Like this, nice. Now this is what I wanted to do. So, right, okay, so from here on, what are we gonna do? Let's pause it for a moment and let's see. Let's plan this out just a little bit. The main goal for this ride is to fill up this area here. So would we really need to lift it then? I guess this answers that question. Now, mind you, this is at height 20, so there's no us going. Wait, hold on a second. Is there us going in between here? I would love if this could go in between. We can't do that over there, so... And not over there either. And there's only station pieces for us. But from here on onwards... Too high for supports. Right. Now here comes the important decision. Do we want to go bonkers with it? I feel like bonkers is the right answer. That will cause like a huge lift though, so I don't want that. Also, we need to be aware of the other track there. But what we can do is get out here. Oh, never mind. Tried to be fancy, but that was to no avail. And then... Tree in the way, but we're probably gonna No, we're not. No, I don't feel like we need to go all that crazy here, so... And then... Is there a way that we can like... we can't do the twice S-bend thingy. Is there a way that we go straight and then... Yes, there is actually. Then we could do like an S-bend. Nice. That looks good. Now... Ooh, you know what we could... Let's see. Let's Colosseum spam this. Is that even a thing that we can do? If we terraform it, we can do that. Booyah. I don't know if this influences anything. I know that this was not above 7. It still isn't. Okay, and then we've learned that. This is a cool design though. I think that this will score greatly in the ratings. I also think that it will have such a long queue time that if we don't add at least one, maybe we should even go for like 2 entertainers. If we don't add those, we will be in serious trouble. Another thing we could do with this though. Let me just try this. But this should work out, doesn't it? Because we need to lower this actually. Oh, and the Big Bang is starting to whine again. About it not being fixed, and I know, and I've added mechanics. Mechanics, what are you doing? Heading for the Big Bang. Yeah, this is what I was afraid that would happen, you know. You're walking like somewhere over here. Somewhere. Maybe even over there, or near a toilet, or over here. Yeah, you are like stuck again. I hate that. How long have you been unrepaired? Yeah, look at that. That's just way too long. Answering radio call. Someone else is gonna get the call for the Big Bang. Maybe what we should do. Let me see. Oh, you are there right now. Are you gonna go to like its station over? Where are you? You are walking like the wrong way, so you are going all the way over to this station. Maybe what we should do, because money isn't really an issue, I'm gonna do something ludicrous, you know, that will pretty much make any profits that we did make from this, like, completely obsolete, you know. But now I'm kind of being stubborn here, and I'm gonna stick with the decision that I made to keep this. So, you know, this is me just being stubborn. And then there's one station here, look. This is how much money we're throwing against this coaster. And then we had like one more area over here. There. And now we will basically... I think you might be on the right path though. If you fix it, then afterwards... Yeah, I know. Afterwards we will basically not be bothered by that issue anymore. Or at least that's the theory. Nice. Also, we will see our profits greatly decrease. Well, that's not really the truth, because we've gone up like quite a big margin. But still, you know. Man, is it bad. Also, apparently this coaster is like rather popular, which I did not expect really. We charge $5 for this. We'll have to see what the ratings are, but we might even be able to charge more. But that's after the testing. Now there is of course also still this thing that we need to connect. Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. And we need to do that like over there, and then over there, and then... That's the only right way that we can go with this. There is no other option for this. Alright. Looking good, looking sharp. Yeah, also I think it would not be such a bad idea to say hello there, extra handy dude, for just this exit. How's you doing? Yeah, you is doing great. Will we get a reverse hoo-ha belly coaster? That would have been a great candidate for over here as well, but unfortunately that is not the case. What else can we build here? I mean, obviously there's plenty of stuff that we could build. But I'm thinking of tracked rides. I want like a water ride over here, that's what we'll do. But for general rides, we could do like maybe a bumper cars or something there. Yeah, let's get the bumper cars like over here, you know, where all these trees are. Because we should be able to build it over here, as this is like where the coaster curve just touches, you know. So we'd be bordering that entrance there, exit there, and you know, because of the roof, I mean, we kind of have to do this, you know. I mean, let's face it. I know this is Roman themed and whatnot, but we kind of have to, right? Right, now, how long is the current run going? 3 minutes 10 seconds. Let's add another 30 seconds and we have the in-between time. With 9 boats means 200 seconds, 20 seconds in between time. There, that's about it. So, they're done. Nobody will go on it right now. Anyway, say what now? You go on this ride in the rain? Like, really? Really? Also, look at how cool this is. We basically go up. They have like negative G's in this. And G forces aren't even a thing. How cool is that? I love it. I wasn't aware that that ride was rainproof though. That's pretty cool. And then straight up there. Now, because of the high capacity stuff, 16 per boat, we might not even need like a entertainer, or yeah, an entertainer there. That's another thing I had not considered. But it might actually be good enough as is. Also, let's do like a loose walking mechanic. Yeah. No, just for good measure. Wow, I did not expect that, but it seems like it's totally not needed, the entertainer. So over here, this is like how many? 12 cars, single seaters. Yeah, this, if anything needs an entertainer, it's actually probably this, you know, the bumper cars. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I know, guys, I'm a little bit behind with naming and coloring and whatnot, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with this section of the park. I mean, it's kind of open as is, and I don't really know what to add over here. Well, we'll figure something out. Maybe we will do a coaster on this side, you know? I don't know. We'll have to see. Right. The river ride. Let's do that one first. Why don't we call this... maybe we shall call this Ultimate Aqueduct Ultimatum. Aqueductus Ultimus. Yeah. So coloring that we give this. We're definitely not gonna have grey supports. Our supports are gonna be wooden, you know, like true to the original color and stuff. We're also not gonna have like this ugly green tube that it's in. The inside is also not gonna be grey. Maybe white on the inside. Does that look good? That looks good. Maybe we make this red too. Oh no. That looks way too ugly. We'll stick with the grey. Grey on the outside, white on the inside. No. Nothing too fancy. Now as for this though, I think we should call this Brofist Mania. Based on absolutely nothing, you know. We have a few Roman names in there, then all of a sudden this comes along, like the odd duck in the pond. Oh yeah. All right. Now what we can do though is do like maybe a tracked ride over here, like maybe. Oh my goodness, what do we have? Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. Stuff is under control here. We even have vandalism already here, and this is like a new area. What is up here? Look, the vandalism is even getting worse. Oh my goodness, and it's even worse. There's quite a lot of vandalism in this park. Wow. And that all because I stuck with my gut to keep the original coaster in the park. All of this vandalism that we're seeing here, all the suffering that we're doing with keeping the park nice is all a direct result of that one choice that we made wrongly at some point during our play. Wow, that's bad. Anyway, we still also have to color this. Are we gonna stick with this white? It doesn't look bad, does it? Definitely looks good if you ask me. I mean, obviously we need white fences, but other than that, it looks really good. Maybe like a greenish roof, yeah. And then the red cars. You don't really see the cars anyway, so the color on those is like a little bit less important. But why exactly? And again, vandalism. You know what that tells me is that the handy dude on this area is just not cutting it. So, don't know who it is, you know. Don't know which area I gave him exactly to patrol. It's also irrelevant as we need one extra. There. Now, fixing issues as they come up. The rest seems to be alright. Oh no, wait, let's again vandalism there. Maybe, because I'm looking at our gas count and I see like it's going down. Maybe what we should do is have a quick look-see at like how the path is that we... Oh. And no wonder it's bad. Wow. Yeah. I understand this. I understand this now. Okay, that's all right now. You will at least clean up one side of the thing, and then afterwards we'll have you clean out the other side, you know. So one way or another, that will be a win-win situation. Now, as for what we were gonna build here, yeah, I think a tracked ride is a good move on our side. I believe we already have a go-kart, so what we should do... Well, shall we do like a... This? I believe we also have like the other tracked car ride. We already have that. Yeah, that's over here. So let's do like the monorail ride, and let's do that over here. And it's not gonna be too long, but I do want the station to be like right next to this coaster track. Yeah, that will at least add a little bit to the ratings. And of course, it's not gonna be abstract. You know, don't worry about that. It's just that that was the last station type choice that we had. So there, yes, there, yes, there. Oh, come on. By the way, do we need it this long? I don't feel like we do. No. Yeah, we don't. It's not needed. Nice. Right. It does mean though that we have. Wait a second. Just hold on here. Do I have to say entrance? Nice. Oh, that's really nice. And that was also really nice. Maybe it's even nicer if we go there. Yeah. Perfect. Radio. Special nothing. All we need to do is get ourselves a track out. And it cannot be too long, because long tracks are not what makes this a good ride. So we won't go too crazy, but we need a little bit of a special track design here. Tree in the way, sure. I guess that's you. Let's remove you. Trees in the way. The only true solution. Approved by Damage Tycoon Incorporated. Removal by chainsaw. Now, I don't want to, you know, make stuff impossible there. So... Alright. Easy fix. Hey, you know what's really cool is that we're like really close to the track there. I think it's just cool design. Okay, I mean at some point, you know, you'll even be just going in parallel with the coaster track there. We can even add like a ride on top here, which is kind of like the plan, you know, and add like one more here. So we have a bit more area to connect up to. And then, let's see. How exactly are we gonna fill up? Wait. Let's remove this. Also, how fitting for our Roman park that we now have boom boom music from the you know, from the bumper cars. Very fitting, right? Maybe what we should do is just fit in like another ride over here. So we shouldn't really be too crazy with what we do with this track. I think that's not such a bad idea, you know? So, to that end. I think this is a pretty okay track design. It's not too long. It's well, it's a little bit longish, but it's not too short at least. Might be a little bit too long. We'll see. Now, this can be rather a simple affair, like that. And the same is true for this, really. Is it really? What I do ideally is just terraform it a little bit. This has much more my preference, you know? Keep it simple, stupid. The KISS principle. Probably the most known principle by everybody, you know? Even those outside of the business. Or in the other type of business, you know, between air quotes. Anyway, let's put this to 10 minutes, and let's have this be a $5 affair. Now guys, I'm also looking at my money, and I see that we have like a world of possibilities at the moment. So, I am well aware of this, you know, just wanted to let you know, the notion of, you know, us having lots of money has not escaped me. Now that, you have quite the area there, mister. Anyway, let's also make an end to this pink monstrosity here and start with normalizing that. And then maybe something like that. No, I don't want that. I want this to be like dark green with yellow insides. Do golden insides work? They don't. Maybe I want green and white, and also on the supports then. We can have those yellow, red propeller things, it's okay. Now, why don't we call this the we should call this the galleon stallion. Because that's what the Romans had, right? Galleons, or whatever their longboats were called. But yeah, guys, I mean, all in all, you know, what we have here is a little bit more filler for our park. that's what I should call it. And ooh, look at this. This is not bad, and the queue time is just awesome, really. It's like 2 minutes, and here I thought it would be way too long. If it was this log flume type of ride, it would have been way too long. But since it isn't, you know, it's actually just spot on. Now, we're kind of slacking on coaster construction, but I don't really feel like just heading out and only building the coasters and nothing else. We need the park to be consistent. It's not the best looking park. We might add a bit of scenery over here, because I don't really feel like we're gonna add much more here. We need a bit more stuff over here, you know, maybe like one more ride here, one more ride here. And then another ride here, and then, well, you know, plenty of more stuff to build. And if we look at our money, yeah, that's not the issue. But, you know, what we're gonna build exactly, and where exactly, and how exactly, those are all things that we're gonna find out next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.